Khelo India Youth Games 2023, Tamil Nadu. Future is here. Volunteer management. What is Khelo India all about? The Khelo India scheme aims to encourage sports all over the country, strengthening the sports ecosystem in India by promoting the twin objective of mass participation and promotion of excellence in sports. The 5 components of Khelo India: sports competitions and talent development, promotion of inclusiveness through sports, Khelo India centers and sports academies, creation and upgradation of sports infrastructure, Fit India movement, Khelo India Youth Games 2018. The first edition of Khelo India Games was held in Delhi from 31st January to 8th February 2018. The Khelo India Games was organized by the Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports. Khelo India acts as a nucleus for the development of athletes who represent the country at international competitions. Khelo India Youth Games 2019. The second edition of Khelo India was held in Pune on 9th January 2019. The second edition of the event was kicked off in Shri Shiv Chhatrapati Sports Complex in Balewadi, Pune. KIYG 2020. The third Khelo India Youth Games was held in Guwahati, Assam from 10th January to 22nd January of 2020. The event held had 20 sports disciplines with the participation of 37 states. The age group categories were under 17 and under 21. Khelo India Youth Games 2021. The fourth Khelo India Youth Games was held in Haryana from 3rd June to 13th June 2022. This prestigious event brought together the arms of Indian sports such as IOA, SAI, National Sports Federation, University and School Games Federations together. The event was held in 25 sports disciplines with the participation of 36 states. The age group category was under 18. KIYG 2022. The 5th Khelo India Youth Games was held in Madhya Pradesh from 30th January to 11th February 2023. The event was held in 27 disciplines with the participation of 36 states. The age group category was under 18. Khelo India Youth Games 2023. The 6th edition of Khelo India Youth Games is going to be held in Tamil Nadu from 19th January to 31st January 2024. The event will be held in 26 disciplines with the participation of 36 states. The age group category is under 18. Welcome to Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu, South Indian state, is famed for its Dravidian-styled Hindu temples. Kabaddi originated in Tamil Nadu. It was reportedly common among the Iyer tribal people who lived in the Mullai geographical region of ancient Tamil Nadu. KIYG has 4 cities this year: Chennai, Trichy, Madurai and Coimbatore. Chennai is on the Bay of Bengal in eastern India. It is the capital of the state of Tamil Nadu. Tennis, field hockey, football, formula racing and squash are other popular sports. Tiruchirappalli, also called as Tiruchi or Trichy, is an ancient city in India's southern Tamil Nadu state known for sacred Hindu sites such as Sri Ranganatha Swami Temple. The city is also noted for its exquisite arts and crafts, including the Chola bronze statues and Trichinopoly cigars that are admired all over the world. Welcome to Madurai. Madurai is an energetic ancient city on the Vaigai River in the South Indian state of Tamil Nadu. Its skyline is dominated by the 14 colourful gopurams, also known as the gateway towers of the Meenakshi Amman temple. Games and sports have always played a vital role in Madurai city's history. Many traditional games have been practiced in Madurai and are still followed. Some of them are the traditional bullfight of Jallikattu, cockfight, kabaddi, silambatam and many more. Apart from these, other sports like rekla race, kite flying are also played in and around the ancient city, Madurai. Welcome to Coimbatore. Coimbatore holds a number of sporting activities like tennis, basketball, swimming, golf, motorsports and much more. One of the most important sports in Coimbatore is the motorsport, which is loved by all in Coimbatore. Also known as the motorsports capital of India, Coimbatore has a large place for conducting national championship races and rallies. Here is the volunteer management team. SAI FA Head Volunteer Management, EMA FA Head Volunteer Management, Shiv Singh Thakur, EMA Sub Head Volunteer Management, Pranali Boshle, State FA Head Volunteer Management, Mazoom Sultania, Rishabh Sharma, Aditi Malli, Prerna Lalwani, Aksh Malhotra, Ashok Hare, Maithili Hatkamkar, Brij Swali, Pratyush Sunoj, Yaman Pruti, Siddhant Shokin. Here are the sports. Tennis, cycling, table tennis, volleyball, wrestling, archery, weightlifting, athletics, football, yogasana, kho-kho, mallakham, shooting, swimming, hockey, squash, gymnastics, fencing, kabaddi, kalaripayattu, gatka, thangta, boxing, badminton, judo, basketball and silambatam. Non-verbal communication, body postures, eye contact, with your attention, with your presence, with your voice, with your face. Conflict resolution, a willingness to compromise. Plan to address differences. Monitoring the impact of any agreements for change. Recognition that a problem exists. Address the issue and find the solution. Your choice of words does matter. Connect, understand, take action. Most importantly, communication is the key. Energy, self-motivated, enthusiastic for work. Punctuality, volunteer journey. Be prepared, be sincere, be reliable, be your best. Be professional, be a good leader, be flexible, be a support to your team, be happy, aware, connect, and most importantly, appreciable. More energy, more initiative, more happiness. Volunteers, you are important to the games. You are the face of Tamil Nadu to the other states and union territories. Emergency number. Have contact details of the following handy: venue manager, venue volunteer manager, the ambulance, the medical team, the competition manager. In case of a disaster, disaster management, bomb threats, fire or disaster, earthquake, stampede, flights or disturbance, injuries, lost and found, medical assistance, suspicious packages. Here's the schedule for Khelo India Youth Games 2023. Here are the venues. Main ground, Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium. Sports being held are athletics and football, predominantly the semi-final and final. Indoor hall, Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium. Sports being held are kabaddi and volleyball. Nehru Park Sports Complex, archery and squash. Badminton hall, TNPESU. The sports being held are boxing and badminton. Table tennis hall, TNPESU. The sports being held are fencing and table tennis. Cycling velodrome, TNPESU. The velodrome. Sports, track cycling. ECR from Mahabalipuram to Kovalam. The sport being road cycling. Gymnastics hall, SDAT Aquatic Complex. Sport, gymnastic, SDAT Aquatic Complex. Sport, swimming, Mayor Radhakrishnan Hockey Stadium. The sport being held is hockey, SDAT Tennis Stadium in Nungambakkam. Sports, tennis, shooting range at Guru Nanak College. Sports, rifle and pistol shooting, Sivandi Adityan Shooting Range, Alamadi. Sports, trap and skeet shooting. Indoor hall, District Sports Complex, Trichy. Sports, Mallakham and Kalaripayattu, SDAT District Complex, Madurai. Sports, Gatka and kho-kho, PSG Medical College, Coimbatore. Sports, basketball and thangta. Here are the benefits of becoming a volunteer. Recognition across various sporting communities. Exposure to international standard sporting event. Provision of honorarium, also known as stipend. Khelo India Youth Games uniform, to be kept as souvenirs thereafter. Food and beverages will be provided for volunteers while on duty. What is a supervisor? The supervisor is a part of the management team and he or she holds the designation of first-line managers. He or she is a person who has to perform many functions which helps in achieving productivity. He or she is a spokesperson of management as well as volunteer. The most important role of a supervisor is to enforce discipline and be a nodal point of contact between volunteers and the VVM. Here are the workforce policies. Volunteers are required to have great attention to detail. Volunteers must always greet everyone with a smile. Volunteers must be present on all the allotted days. Volunteers must always carry the accreditation card while present at the venue. Volunteers must always wear the provided uniform while working at the venue. Volunteers must check in and check out at the venue only from the designated areas. Volunteers must undergo security check as a process before entering the venue. The volunteers are supposed to report to their fixed transportation venues. Volunteers must follow the decorum and discipline at all times at the venue. Smoking or consumption of alcohol is strictly prohibited at the venue. Consumption of drugs and other illegal items at the venue is strictly prohibited. A day in the life of a volunteer. The volunteer wakes up. The volunteer puts on the official games uniform. The volunteer wears the games accreditation card. The volunteer wears a heartfelt smile for the entire day. The volunteer checks their local transportation route and timing to arrive at their venue. The volunteer will be security screened by the police. The volunteer then has to report to his/her volunteer supervisor or the volunteer venue manager according to his or her reporting schedules and work to be performed. The volunteer has to inform his or her volunteer supervisor after the end of their shift. The volunteer then has to go back home and prepare for the next day's shift. The functional area, accommodation, catering, transport, accreditation, branding, sports presentation, control room, GMS, spectator ENG, media, venue operations, ICT/TSR, medical and NADA, venue overlays, cultural events, GTCC, VIP movement, state coordinator, protocols, anti-doping, kit distribution, equipment, expo, facility management, athlete movement, accommodation. Stay is provided to the players and other officials close to their respective venues. Catering. The catering of the athletes and support staff will be done cluster-wise, ensuring it is in close proximity from the venue. Transport. Dedicated volunteers at the respective railway stations will receive the athletes, support staff, TOs and guide them to the help desk. They will drop the teams to the respective hotels and hostels and guide them to the hotels and hostels help desk. Accreditation. Identification cards are provided to the players, support staffs, event management team and others to get recognized at the venue. Branding in form of standees, banners with Khelo India Youth Games branding will be put in and across the stadium. Sports presentation. The sports presentation team takes care of awarding and the facilitation of the players and other officials if any. Ceremony. Opening ceremony is a beautiful engagement where we see talents performing and a kickstart to the amazing journey. Closing confirms the end of the exquisite event, thanking everyone. The design and invitation collaterals. The creative team looks into the designing of logo, branding, invitation cards, etc. of Khelo India Youth Games. All the beautification is their key role. Media. This team looks after the broadcast of the event and the entire coverage of the same. Medical and NADA. The medical team looks after the health and the safety of the players with the doctors allocated for each games and also coordinates with the National Anti-Doping Agency, also known as NADA, ICT and hardware, looking after the effective and smooth flow of networks throughout the work area and helping in connectivity overall, be it internet, TV setup and computer requirements. State coordination. Coordination with the allotted state POC for completing registration and verification of players and support staff on the KIYG web portal. To ensure that all the information entered into the portal has complete details and that any missing information with respect to the state contingent is fully collected and updated onto the portal. Volunteer management. The volunteer management team takes care of the entire process of getting the volunteers on board, training them and deploying them in their respective venues, department specific. Venue operation looks after the entire activation of the venue, meeting all the requirements of the specific departments and smooth functioning of the games. Venue overlays. Venue overlays is basically setting up the entire venue and building an arena with all technical requirements for the games. Equipments. Game dedicated equipment are provided to the players, which are managed and coordinated by the respective venue manager. Spectator engagement. The team takes care of the spectators by engaging them in various activities with the medium of DJs, MCs and the mascot. VIP movement. It involves a well-organized and secure process to ensure the smooth participation of dignitaries, officials and other notable guests. Media. Media is there to ensure effective coverage, communication and promotion of the event. The National Anti-Doping Agency and medical team. It involves specific protocols to ensure the health, safety and compliance with anti-doping regulations. Athlete movement to ensure smooth participation, safety and a positive experience for all the athletes. Venue operations. The team ensures smooth execution of competitions, ceremonies and other activities. Thank you. Khelo India Youth Games 2023, Tamil Nadu.